Yon, kamusta? Welcome to another episode of Inside the Mind of. Siyempre, my name is Ken Somera, and this is about Neuro-Linguistic Programming because this is Inside the Mind of my mentor, John Boja. Hi, John.
Hi, Ken.
Para magkasama lang tayo the other
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were just doing something Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
NLP Cafe.
Yes,
Sige.
yes.
So, let's get straight to the point na.
Sure.
What is Neuro-Linguistic Programming for you?
Okay. For me, if I defined it based on the people who created it, it's different than mine. Well, not different, but the same. But I look at it is how people structure their internal world. To me, that's NLP. And once you realize how you structure your internal world, you can change it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically how I think of NLP. Um, it just so happened that when I learned it where it was created. So my training is a little bit different than a majority of people who practice NLP.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Kasi attending different practitioner programs, I get to see the structure of how they delivered it.
Yeah.
And how you actually taught me years back. It's a bit, the approach is different.
Yes. It's the same thing as, for example, Filipino food, pinakbet. If you want to taste the real, authentic one, you go to Ilocos. Um, Bisaya, pinakbet, in Tagalog, pinakbet are completely a different.
Different things.
It's a different food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero siguro, lagyan natin ng background ng konti, John. So, could you give me or give us a detail of, like, when did you start and how did you find out about what NLP is?
I had a business then, and like the young guys in Silicon Valley, this is like in Northern California. You start hanging out with young guys who also made money. And during that time, people who had income or good money, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So I go, if I keep going this path, I'm going to get in trouble. So I wanted to stop. Then that's when I started searching. And then it so happened I read a book about investments. And the book described how traders use NLP. And I go, I got curious. And then they said, Santa Cruz. So that's how it started. So I started digging. And then I was fascinated by it. That's how it got started.
So, wala nang hypnosis or anything. You just went out straight
Yes.
to NLP.
Yes. Well, when I was learning NLP, part of the module was hypnosis.
Because it's the core
Yeah.
of NLP.
Well, it's part of the core through Milton Erickson's.
Yeah, Milton Erickson,
The language
Milton
part
model.
is Milton.
Oh.
Yeah. And then Virginia Satir played a big part on it also.
Marami nagtatanong sa akin ito. Do you need like a psychological background to be an NLP practitioner?
Yes, but not really. But your education would get in the way because you're trained a certain way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would conflict with what you learn in psych.
Because most of the NLP approaches are
It's more of what are you doing inside your head that's causing the problem. It's not the story. Actually, when people have problems, they describe their story. And the story actually makes the session longer and complicate things. In NLP is what's behind the story.
kasi nakikita ko yung minsan pag nakikinig ako kay Bandler kasi it's galit niya. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
Iba yung sinasabi ni Bandler kasi.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Pero kailan ka nagsimula? What year?
87, 86, I started reading books. And then late 80s, I finally decided to get trained.
Okay.
So I took my certification. At that time, I had like for certification 11 trainers who specialize in each module.
Okay. Iba-iba
So
talaga.
yeah, iba-iba.
Specific.
It's not NLP is so complicated that even Bundler himself can't teach the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because certain people, a certain NLP practitioner, they have their favorite, so they specialize. Like for example, one guy, one of my trainer, he loves linguistics, so that's all he focus on, is linguistic. One guy focus on therapy, and then one guy loves business coaching. That's his focus.
So you get to see different applications already and
Yeah,
you okay.
yeah,
So
exactly.
how long? How long would be the
Uh,
program?
that was we would do it per month, 3 days, no 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
How long? 6 months?
almost a year,
The
11 months.
fuck?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah,
Solid. Tapos ngayon may mga certification programs that would finish in a day.
yeah.
My God.
And then we had to take a test to pass to get certified. So we had like 1 week and then 3 weeks of training. We would like NLP Cafe. We would get together and practice.
Ito, this is a general question. Where can NLP be used?
Okay, right now NLP is being used in the military, U.S. military. It's being used in CIA. It's being used university. NASA uses it. It was used by BMW. Um, it's basically being incorporated. Even coaching, life coaches uses it. Portions of it.
Yeah, as we were talking the other
Yeah,
day, there are universities already that ingrained
yeah.
NLP.
Marketing.
Even big coaching federations right now
Yeah, yeah.
are they have modules already for NLP. I've
Pal-
I've seen some and it's wow.
Obama was good at it.
Yeah, he was. He
Yeah,
was. He
yeah.
was. He was.
His languaging, his hypnotic, his tone, he pauses. That
Yung
was
mga previous na presidential runs,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think most of the people behind it are also. Oh, yeah. Oh, tama.
yeah.
Sige, pero do you could you cite notable people that you know that use NLP? Yeah, we were talking about it.
Uh,
Obama, other things.
Tony Robbins used it.
He just brands it differently,
Yeah, he
right?
called it NAC, neuro-associative
I think
conditioning.
he trained under Grinder. Or
Uh,
is it
he,
Bander still?
I think Grinder.
I think Grinder
Yeah,
as well.
he took practitioner. The thing with Tony is that Tony had the confidence before he took NLP. He used to knock on door.
Sales talaga.
Yeah, knock
He
on door.
knows how to
I
do
think
it.
he was selling vacuum cleaners.
Oh.
And then you apply NLP, and then he goes, "Oh my Lord, I can do this." So he went around US and Canada, going from radio station, and TV station, saying, "Send me your most messed up clients live, and he'll treat them."
Alala ko, there
That's what
was
he did.
one time, couple of years back, it was Christmas and we had to organize something for our communities.
Yeah.
Eh? And one thing that you said is, Ken, the more fucked up, the better.
Yeah.
Sino sobrang fucked up dyan, tara? Let's work with you. Let's
Yeah,
work
yeah,
with you. Ganun yung confidence eh. Pero sige, next question ko, John, is about clients. So, with all the people that you work with, for years and years and years, coaching, therapy, what's the common denominator? Ano yung pinaka-common na problem na nakikita mo with the majority of
Okay.
your clients?
There's in the Philippines among the wealthy, because here in the Philippines, the wealthy people, food, housing is not a problem.
Yeah.
Food's not a problem. Transport is not a problem. It's more of like, what do I do with my life, kind of thing. Like finding themselves, looking. That's one. That's common. Now, on the married, wealthy women, it's more of how to cope with their husbands and their kalokohan.
Okay, I understand. I understand.
How to cope with it
I get
and accept. Something like that.
I get I think the recent 3 clients was
In
that
the
kind.
US, that I've coached there, like top producing realtors and insurance broker, it's more of focus, increasing their business, and being efficient. Things like that. Now, on the executive side, it's more of because a lot of engineers, like in Silicon Valley, they get promoted to become like VP, senior manager.
Mhm.
They have terrible people skills.
So build mo rin yung communication skills nila. So
Oh, yeah.
within a session, what happens?
When it comes to management, you have to be able to identify the people.
Uh-huh.
Are they visual? Are they auditory? You know, the meta model stuff.
So working with that, you actually build their identity.
Help them recognize that the people they're working with are their tendencies of their staff. How to motivate them, how to get work from them.
So with your approach with NLP, you help them become more adaptive
Yeah.
with the people that they're working with because now they could identify if
Yeah.
their communication styles.
Yeah. I mean, and then if you go into meta model, you have people that are very what do you call it, detail oriented,
Yeah.
and their job is big picture, so they're in the wrong position. Some people are very big picture, and then you give them a job that requires so much detail, and they'll go nuts. And then some people are very like optional, meaning you give them a decision. Okay, this is what you need to do. Follow the instruction. 1, 2, 3, and then they'll change it because they like options. Like they don't follow instruction well.
Hirap. Ang gulo nun, ang gulo nun.
Yeah.
So, giving them clarity
Yeah.
helps them with better decision making.
Yeah. Yes. And then getting more work out of their people.
Ganda, ganda.
Yeah. Yeah.
Siguro, ito, hindi naman to trick question, pero there are two co-creators ng NLP. There's Bandler and Grinder. If you were to differentiate the approach, or probably you could connect Andreas as well,
Yeah, yeah.
and probably Dilts, or there are a lot of people that have, paved
Yeah.
the way to what NLP is today.
Okay.
Could you differentiate like
Sure.
the approaches?
If you want to learn, I'm biased. I'd learn from Grinder, but you have before you jump in. No, I'm sorry. If you jump to Bandler first, no, I'm not Grinder, but Bandler. I'd learn from Bandler. But before you go into Bandler, learn first from what's his name again? Andreas. Steve Andreas. Yeah, learn from Steve Andreas.
Ngayon kasi, I think Bandler Laval. Tapos si Grinder and there's this guy. So, tapos merong iba
Yeah,
ang
yeah.
dami.
And well, okay, here's what happened. The one who really made NLP understandable was Steve and his wife Conneray.
Andreas.
What they did was every seminar that Bandler did was break it down and then put it into books. Yeah.
Medyo nilayman nila yung ano.
Yeah.
Kasi if you get to read yung mga like trans and other yung Frogs
Yeah.
and Princess and
The foundational books.
foundational books, parang pag wala kang alam sa mga psych and other stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
languaging stuff, hypnosis, you'll get lost.
Yeah.
You'll get lost
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
word.
Yeah, exactly. And then also another person who contributed a lot was Robert Dilts. Yeah. So I've learned on Grinder I just read his stuff. Reading his material is really tough. He wrote a book called Turtles All the Way Down. It's a hard read.
Tinapos mo. Ako hindi ako nagbabasa eh. So,
It's very difficult.
whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would prefer make your life easier. Start with Steve Andreas.
Okay.
And then from there, Robert Dilts.
Steve Andreas have videos online as well.
Yeah.
Nakikita
Yeah.
ko.
What Steve does is break down complex stuff into simplicity. That's what I like. It's understandable. Yeah.
I'm also watching an influencer, and he directly trained also with Andreas,
Yeah.
and he said the same thing.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. I'll check
Yeah.
it out.
So in my case, okay, I took practitioners training, and then on the master practitioner, I had like 9 trainers. That's on the, and then after the practitioners training, you go into trainer's trainer.
Ah.
Basically, if you wanna be able to train, a trainer will train you.
Ano yung mga topics doon?
How to explain correct
Talagang ginaguide ka doon sa process on how to
to be
talagang
able to
deliver.
train, how to train people to train, basically. And then after that, there's also on the side where you learn from the people who does NLP training. You start having clients, and they'll watch you how you do it.
Talagang tututukan ka talaga,
Yeah, make
parang mentoring
suggestion.
talaga.
Yeah. Like,
Mentoring
okay, you're
talaga.
missing. How about doing this? How about doing that?
Sige.
Because when you're new, if you don't have years of experience, what happened is a lot of people they start listening to the story
Ah,
or the context of the problem, and then they'll get lost in the story, and the next thing you know, the whole thing is 1 hour passed, nothing's resolved. Things like that.
nangyayari yun eh.
Yeah.
While you're talking there, I mean, there are some thoughts running on my mind right now about coaching.
Okay.
So, do you have a specific approach with coaching?
Well, it depends what kind of coaching. On
Kasi with NLP, it's a very strong tool. I've seen your work, and you don't even need the story kasi with NLP. There are NLP approaches that the client doesn't even need to say anything. It just you don't need to say the problem.
yeah,
I'll work with it. I mean, you've done approaches like that.
it works really well. But sometimes when people pay you a lot of money, sulit, you have to listen to the story. But you can resolve it like 10 minutes, 15.
Papakwentuhin mo na lang. Okay, 1 hour. Oy, 3 hours na tayo.
Like, for example, phobia. I mean, you can get rid of phobia in like 5 minutes. There's a technique.
Yung fast phobia cure.
Yeah, it's in 5 minutes. It's no more phobia. But the person booked you for an hour. So
Pakwentuhin mo muna ng ano mo.
yeah, or a trauma. Someone has trauma. They got raped or they got abused as a kid. 10-15 minutes, it's resolved. So there's 45 minutes to go, kind of thing.
Pero, nakikita ko kasi dyan, nakita ko na ang laki ng importance ng authority. If you didn't have authority within that first few minutes, medyo nakikita ko nagiging challenge yung lalo yung yan, fast phobia cure, ganon. Kasi parang may doubt, hindi sila nakikinig, ano ba nangyayari? Did that happen in may mga bagay ba na hindi nag-work?
For me, I just take over.
Ayun nga eh.
Yeah, I just take over. Yeah.
Yun yung word. Ayoko sana sabihin eh. Nang strong arm ka ba? Nang strong arm ka? Kasi ako nang strong arm ako sa sa conversation eh.
No, I just take over. So sometimes when they start talking and they become aggressive, I'll just ask directly, so what did you come here for? What was the issue?
Pattern interrupt ka agad.
Yeah,
Basag ka agad.
exactly. Okay. So I'll just, do that.
Tapos yun na, okay. Diretso ka na dun sa work.
Yeah.
Mga questions ko siguro in regards naman sa mental health na. Okay, dito na tayo. Ito na yung heart ng conversation natin eh. In regards to like mental health, how different is society right now?
Okay.
How different is society right now?
mental health problem has really gotten worse. Um, Before, you never hear it. It's only among adults. Now it's showing up in elementary school, high school, college, and primarily because of social media.
Mhm.
Um, and social media feed you back your tendencies. So that's if you have a tendency to be angry,
Mhm.
they'll start feeding you that, the algorithm kind of thing. So that's what happens now. um, Usually, if you're stuck, like let's say here you are in your life, but then you want to go to this side here, and for some reason you're stuck. So that's another sign, you're having like mental issues. Not mean that doesn't mean you're crazy, but uh, you wanted to get here so bad, but for some reason you can't get there. So something is holding you back.
Currently, what I'm seeing, John, when a person is having to face a problem,
Yeah,
most of them actually associate it already with anxiety
yeah,
and depression. Ayoko sabihin it's sad
hmm,
because years back, everything was handled differently.
yeah,
But nowadays, as coaches, we have to work with the changes.
yeah. You have to adapt.
Oh,
Actually, depression is very easy to deal with.
mm,
It's not that difficult. For someone to be depressed, they have to do something inside their head.
mm,
Either it's a self-talk that they're doing, the pictures they're making, or a feeling that they keep doing. And the depression is basically that. I know psych has a different explanation for it, but
yeah.
for you to be depressed, you have to do something in your head over and over and over. And just all you have to do is recognize what that is. And NLP is a great tool for that because once you recognize it, you just break the pattern and depression's gone.
Alala mo yung sabi ko, this is a very good question. Nung
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Saturday,
yeah, yeah.
ang sinabi mo nun, I think I wrote it down sa phone ko eh. Sabi ko,
Can you teach
can
us
you
how
teach me how to
to
be
be depressed?
depressed?
Yeah,
So if you ask that question to a depressed person, you get to understand already their map.
yeah, yeah. What do you do? How do you get started? Like you wake up in the morning.
Tapos the participant explained, di ba? Parang,
Yeah, I feel
so
like a
nakita ko
victim.
agad yung map. Nakita ko agad
Yeah,
so it's repetitive. The story that keeps repeating was, I'm a victim.
yeah, yeah.
I'm a victim.
I'm no good.
I'm a
It's my
victim.
fault. Yeah,
It's my fault. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. It's repetitive.
yeah.
Eh.
And then I ask her, uh, um, is there a voice involved? And she goes, yeah. I go, where? Yeah, behind her.
Di
In the
ba?
back.
Mamap mo na.
Yeah.
Tapos isa pa na natuwa ako nung there's a lot of things happening but I'm listening pa din eh.
Yeah.
Yung where they're positioning it,
Yeah, yeah.
and if the goal is positioned also there,
Yeah.
we have a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
So, um I think one thing that I learned from you and with Bandler and other people is working with the opposite.
Okay.
I've seen that pattern when you work with people. Working with the opposite, meaning you work with contrast as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So when a person says this, they say, I'm seeing it here. One of the first steps that I also do, coming from what I
Mm.
learned from you, is to do the opposite of it. If we were to position it here, how different do you feel? Kasi magkaiba rin kayo ng approach ni Strix. Example, ni Jason.
Mm.
Are you a fan of language?
Yes, I am. My only thing with languaging is it takes longer.
Pag sobrang languaging.
Yeah, languaging.
Like yung kay Igor, yung conversational
yeah,
hypnosis
yeah,
na route.
exactly.
Yeah.
I just do it faster. And meaning how you position what you image, it's a lot faster.
Diretso na, yun na kaagad.
Yeah, yeah.
Simple,
Because when you do
simplistic.
languaging, you're doing the same thing. when therapists use language, you're basically rearranging their thought patterns inside their head.
Yeah, yeah.
But the issue I have for me is when if I use languaging, I don't control where the pictures are. I have no idea where they're at, the locations. So if I just do it directly, now okay, this one doesn't work, that one doesn't work. So I just go direct. It's faster for me.
Okay. Patapos na naman yung episode natin, John, about NLP, about your experience. Recap lang natin yung years mo of experience. With all the things you know about NLP,
Okay.
what's like the best approach that yung favorite mo? Favorite approach mo?
In regards to the therapy business or
Kasi sa akin, for example, one of my favorites is 6-step reframe.
okay.
So, I mean, I could use that for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite probably is working with feelings.
Feelings.
Yeah. Moving feelings around.
Oh, yeah. I have an idea of what
Yeah.
you're saying. Why?
Because all changes occurs in feelings.
Okay.
You could see something, you can hear something, and then it goes to your feelings. And if it feels right or not, you make a decision.
So you check if it's a right feeling for them or a bad feeling, and then you calibrate there. Tama
Well, no, like for example, if a person feels bad, where do you feel it?
Mhm.
And then I'll say, yeah, move it here, move it there. What color is it? Change the color. I play with it, and then next thing you know, the feeling changed, and they're okay.
I think one of my favorite approaches na I learned from you would be the I clarify if it's water or smoke.
Yeah, there's another.
That's one of the fastest approach that I've done.
Yeah.
Nung I think I learned it from you mga 2014-ish.
Long time ago. Yeah.
A long time ago. But it's so fast.
Yeah.
Identify where the point is. Ang tawag ni I think when as I trained with other coaches, ang tawag nila ni Paul McKenna dun is 1 point.
Yeah. Okay.
1 point. So parang looking for 1 point, and then from 1 point, ginawa ko yung approach mo, yung swirl,
Yeah.
yung smoke, tapos yung swish.
Yeah.
It gets vacuumed out. It's always
fast,
does
yeah.
wonders. It always does wonders.
Well, when you get to where I'm at now, all these years, okay, right now in NLP, there's probably about 365 to 400 different patterns or techniques.
Dami
it's been
talaga.
documented.
Yeah, dami talaga.
But when you get to where I'm at now, is you just make stuff up on the fly while you're working. With someone that's still don't have that much experience yet, they're stuck with the
specific patterns. Yes.
Step 1, step 2, step 3. I don't do that anymore.
I think yun yung rason kung why am I very confident at this level, because of what you're saying na what I learned from you is not this.
Yeah.
What I learned from you is this. So I'm equipped to mix and match things. Yun yung nakita kong yabang ko doon. Yabang ko doon, John. And I really thank you for your guidance even up to now. And I'm forever grateful and forever learning from the approaches. Pero sige, do you have any tips for like the people who are starting NLP right now? Mga nagsisimula lang, interested ako dyan, I wanna learn.
Yeah. My suggestion would be pick a couple of technique and do it 50 times in a row. And then once you do it 50 times in a row or fast, it becomes part of you. The problem with a lot of people who does NLP is they'll do one technique today, and they'll do the same one next month. So you don't learn that way. You learn it like fast.
Dapat ganun, no?
Yeah, you internalize it, and it just comes out naturally.
O yan, guys, do you have any books to recommend or some videos or anything?
The first book that I always recommend is It's called NLP Demystified.
Mm.
I forgot who wrote it, but it's available. That one breaks it
Marami
down.
na kasing NLP books ngayon eh. Daming kasing books ngayon about, like, there are PDFs, there's Udemy, there's daming sources.
Get the old books. The newer books are not that good.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
Get the books written like 15 years back.
O 15 years back.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The newer ones are marketing BS. Sorry. Yeah.
Sige. Pero, sige, John, this has been a very, very, well, ang dami ko na natutunan about
you're welcome.
Neuro-Linguistic Programming. To more. I think mag-uusap pa tayo we'll have another episode.
Sure.
We'll go deeper with more on the terms na hindi na tayo magtitipid. Kasi
Okay.
ngayon, we have to, simplify, kumbaga, for this episode. But I think yung susunod natin na usap, we could go deeper na with wala na tayong restrictions.
Sure. Okay.
Sige. So again, guys, my name is Ken Somera, and this has been Inside the Mind of John Boja. See you on the next